Hey, what's up, YouTube? Another week here, week 11, I believe, of this challenge we got going on, me and Eddie. And today I'd like to discuss vision and follow through. Now, you need to have vision and follow through to be able to accomplish anything. And the reason I chose to discuss this topic out of any other topic that I could have discussed is because I've recently felt very discouraged. I felt discouraged over something going on in my life. Now, I've been feeling somewhat lonely and discouraged. And the reason is because of the amount of people that I see that lack vision in my life. And it's a very sad thing. And I'm grateful for the people that do have vision in my life. People who have purpose, and very strong purpose at that. Now, lately I've been sending out text messages. I've been talking to people, and it's just very evident that people aren't responding to me the way I would hope they would be. The response that I've been getting is like no reply, or maybe one day, or not even that, just no response. People hear the things that I tell them, and they just hear it with the grain of salt. I don't know. It's just they don't really hear me. It's one ear, out the other. And these are people that I'd really like to see improving in my life. People that I'm very close to. And it's been discouraging. But I'm not gonna let that take me down. I'm not gonna let that hold me down. I'm not gonna let that stop me and get to me, because you know what? I can't, because I need to keep going. And what I recommend to anybody going through that is to just pray for those people. Encourage them, and don't stop praying for them. Don't stop encouraging them. But at the same time, you need to step into areas that help you grow as well. Meet people and talk to people who help you grow, because ultimately you can't spend all your time there, because you need to grab something from a more transcending source. You need to grab something from above. And of course, that's why we pray. That's why we read our Bible. That's why we study and hang out with smarter people. Because if we stop with that and just hang out with people that don't have any purpose or any interest in the things that you have interest in, or just want to pass the time, you're just going to stay with them in that level. So you need to have balance of both. So I have 5 quotes for today that I'd like to get into and start with. Now, the first quote says, "Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world." And that one's by Joel A. Barker. Now, the second one is, "A goal without a plan is just a wish," by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. An anonymous quote says, "In golf, as in life, it is the follow-through that makes the difference." Anonymous again. It is the follow-through, the next quote, "It is the follow-through that makes the great difference between ultimate success and failure, because it's so easy to stop." Charles Kettering. And the last one, by Zig Ziglar. "It was character that got us out of bed, commitment that moved us into action, and discipline that enabled us to follow through." And these all are something that impacted me very deeply, and something that I love to live by. Now, we need to discuss vision and follow through, because they go hand in hand. Before making this video, I actually just wanted to speak on follow through. But then as I kept going and kept studying and just kept thinking, I realized that I need to speak about the vision too. Because having a vision and having a plan is just as critical as having a follow through. And that's what the first quote is about. It's about vision without action is merely a dream. And then it's telling you what happens when you have follow through, because action is follow through, but you don't have a vision. When you have vision without action, you have the planning, you got the notes, you got the goals written down, but you don't have the action, you don't have the follow through. It's just a dream, and you're not going to get anywhere. You don't get paid for dreaming. You don't build things in a dream. Now, action without vision just passes the time. You're right here doing small work. You have no purpose. You're just doing what people are telling you to do. You're making people money. You're making people successful. You're making people's lives better. But you're just here. You don't get anywhere. You don't have a family. You don't have a stable job. You don't have a career. You don't have a relationship because you don't have your own vision. And vision with action can change the world. So you have a vision. You started writing your goals down. And then you started to put it into play. You said, I'm going to make this. I'm going to wipe this goal off my to-do list. I'm going to wipe this goal off my to-do list. I had another vision today. I'm going to write another one and I'm going to make this one go. So that is something that's very strong and powerful. Now, if you're going to build a house, you need a blueprint and you need somebody to build the house. If you have a blueprint without a builder, you're not going to build a house. If you have a builder without a blueprint, you're just going to you're not going to be able to build a house. You're not going to have anywhere to start. You need somebody who knows how to write down a blueprint that could tell you, okay, today you're going to make the base. You're going to make the foundation. Tomorrow you're going to do the next part. The next day you're going to do the electrical part. The next day you're going to do the plumbing. You're going to build it here. So you need both parts. Something else. Now, whenever you see golfers, anytime you see a soccer player who kicks the ball, every time you see a basketball player, every time you see, well, we'll just go with those three. They all have follow through. Whenever they shoot their ball, boom. Whenever you throw a football, boom, follow through. They say it's just as important. What happens if you stop right here? You're not going to throw the ball. The ball's going to drop. What happens? A soccer player, they got the most famous kind of kick. The kicks that everybody likes to see on the highlights is the kick where they curve it. That requires maximum follow through to trick the player. So what happens? You kick the ball and the ball spins in the middle of the field and it goes in, tricking the goalie. People love soccer players who can do that. Follow through. Baseball players. The best pitchers, I believe every pitcher must have in the major leagues, is a pitcher who can follow through, because it's the follow through that makes the difference between a curveball and a fastball. It's the follow through, the difference between a knuckleball and a curveball. A knuckleball without a follow through is just a regular throw. It's a sad throw. A curveball without a follow through, in the middle, you need to start changing up your hand position. Now, we need to have a vision to get us to where we need to be, but we also need to put in the work, because like I said earlier, you don't get paid for sleeping and having dreams. Now look at this: Da Vinci, Beethoven. Think about anybody who's successful in what they do. Da Vinci didn't get paid and didn't get famous because, is it Da Vinci? Any artist that you know about, they didn't get paid for envisioning the art that they drew. They got paid for practicing it, for putting it down on a paper. They took hours, they took days making sculptures, making music, writing it down, writing the lyrics down. Now imagine Beethoven, he had all the things that were in his head, all the musical lyrics or the symphonies, all the notes and everything. Imagine he didn't apply it. Imagine he didn't write anything down. You wouldn't have what we have and what we see in Beethoven. Now, I'm sure there's people who had much more potential than Beethoven, but what did they do? They didn't have the purpose. They didn't have any of that. So what happened? What happened was that we don't know about them. We never heard about them because people don't write about people like that. You don't know those people because they never reached their capacity, because they didn't have enough vision to put them and to take them up to the next level. There was nothing transcendent about what they were doing with their work. They may have just decided to work on the weekends or do part-time what they were best at. No. So what we need to do, we need to plan whatever it is that we want to grow on, and we need to execute. We need to follow through, as a golfer does, as a musician does, on practicing. We need to do that, because if we just keep dreaming, we're never gonna reach a physical form of what we dreamed. And you know what? I had a quote in my mind. As I work harder, I realized that I could achieve the dreams that I thought I'd never be able to reach, and I could surpass them. With that being said, like and subscribe. Take care. Goodbye.